And we're live. All right, day one.
Day one, here we go.
To Davenport, Iowa.
Correct.
All right.
Chester County, Carlson Airport, automated weather observation 185-9er Zulu. Wind 100 at 7 knots. Peak gusts 15 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition few at 1,500.
Chester County, Mooney 205 Juliet departing runway 11. Everything's green. Birds there. Is good enough VFR visibility for you?
Yep. For an Arctic wasteland.
Got 913, roger, descend and maintain 3,000.
It's okay now.
November 1, November Juliet, clear direct daylight.
Mileage is good now.
Direct daylight.
There's our range rings. You see the green
Yeah.
is, and then yellow is to empty, green to reserve.
I don't have that.
You can see them well. They can
Yeah.
go that far past
Yeah, I don't have
the
that.
destination.
November 01 Sierra, contact Potomac approach on 125.
So I've used, here's some fuel computer data. I used 6 gallons. I have a 962 nautical mile range right now. Endurance is 5 hours and 52 minutes. Fuel at destination is 20 gallons. Endurance at destination is 2 hours. I'm doing
1 November Juliet, descend and maintain 3,000.
19 miles per gallon.
Maintain 3,000, 1 November Juliet.
That's real good.
9.9 fuel flow.
Charlie Victor, descend and maintain 4,000.
164 knots, that's good. That's a good
Ground speed, yeah.
Good
161 true airspeed.
Or 1 November Juliet, sorry, maintain 4,000.
Where's the true airspeed?
You can see it either here, or you can see it here.
Okay.
Like a...
This is how you get around out in the middle of the country, in the bed of a pickup truck. This is Davenport to Rapid City, day 2.
Davenport Municipal Airport, Davenport, Iowa. Automated weather observation 1536 Zulu. Wind variable at 04. Visibility missing. Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 18 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Visibility missing.
Oh, I'm going to be the radio operator, okay?
All right, well then 1230 is Unicom here.
I got it here. Got the approach plate, I got all the frequencies, including the flight following.
All right, we're gonna switch to mic 2 then.
So you're looking at an hour and 9 minutes, son?
For what?
Wait a minute, where are we here? You're going to Rapid City? No, I'm sorry, that's in the Lear. I had the darn Lear. Keeps defaulting to the Lear.
I was gonna say, man, that's faster.
That's 3 hours and 45 minutes, got it. I'll wake up.
Approaching runway 21. Entered runway 21, 3,900 feet remaining.
Davenport traffic, Mooney 205 Juliet departing 21 Davenport.
Mooney, can you hear my radio calls okay? Just testing my radio.
Hear you loud and clear.
I'll work the radio.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
It was too much of a pull.
Yeah.
So I need it a little bit less than that.
You needed more up trim or needed more down?
I needed more up trim. I needed to just kind of be right where it's at. Call it, we're departing to the west.
Mooney 205 Juliet departing to the west. Yeah, Mooney 205 Juliet, we're off Davenport, westbound, and out of 1.4, and we're climbing at 6.5. We like flight following to Rapid City.
Mooney 205 Juliet, squawk 0307.
Roger. And Ellsworth, 205 Juliet, beginning descent now on the 5500. We're out of 8. How do you know that you're doing well on your program descent?
That's the required is 520 and I'm doing 500.
Yep.
And I have this carrot, a VNAV carrot here.
Mooney 05 Juliet, Rapid City Regional Airport between your 12 to 1 o'clock and 19 miles.
Okay, we're still looking and we're still above some scattered clouds here. We'll let you know.
Okay.
Want to take taxiway Alpha 3 anyway.
Okay.
Departing Rapid City for Bozeman, Rapid City, South Dakota for Bozeman, Montana.
We're cleared to cross runway 5.
Yep. Clear right.
Approaching runway 05. Entered runway 05. 3,300 feet remaining.
Rapid City Tower, Mooney 205 Juliet, ready for departure.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Rapid City Tower, runway 14. The wind is 140 at 7. Cleared for takeoff. Turn right on course.
Okay, clear to take off, right on course, 05 Juliet.
Approaching runway 14. Entered runway 14. 8,600 feet remaining.
Right turn when you got everything squared away. Turbulence, turbulence, turbulence.
Want to climb?
Yeah, if you want. I was waiting for the plane to get a little lighter, but...
Number 05 Juliet, contact Denver Center 127.95. Have a good day.
127.95, so long. Go on a climb. Climb and go ahead, son.
Alright, let him know.
Denver Center, Mooney 205 Juliet.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Denver Center. Good morning. The Newcastle altimeter is 3008.
3008, and we're out of 8.6, climbing to 10.5.
Mooney 05 Juliet, thank you. Westjet 2200, contact Denver
These are
Center
the Badlands, by the way.
133.17.
You're crossing the Badlands. You're in the Badlands right now.
Okay.
Get out of 1400
I wonder if that's that forest fires.
Yeah, I think so.
United 418, affirm, how's your ride? United 635, just occasional light chop, 120 miles ahead of you at 34.
I think we smell it, don't we?
Yeah, I smell it.
Where was that tap? Let me see.
T-far. That was over here actually, after Bozeman.
Well, you can smell it, can't you?
Yep. Well, we're approaching our first big Rocky Mountains. We're 10,500 feet.
November 110 November Bravo climbing.
And we got some mountains higher than we are.
Correction, 370.
370, November Bravo.
Boy, it's tough to capture that on this. going direct Bozeman then. I need a 560 foot per minute descent to make it. All
Destination ATIS is 135.425.
United 289 and moderate to severe turbulence reported 30 miles east of Bozeman from 14,000 up to 16,000. Windy 205 Juliet, radar contact 15 miles east of Bozeman. Traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles, turning eastbound Airbus 320, climbing out at 8,200. You say 1 o'clock and what altitude?
Sure, traffic page.
Juliet, 12 to 1 o'clock, 10 miles, climbing out 8,600. Okay, well, yeah, we got him. Windy 205 Juliet, roger, and turn 20 degrees right. 20 degrees right, 05 Juliet. Windy 205 Juliet, contact Bozeman Tower 118.2, have a good day. Oh, 118.2, so long. Bozeman Tower, Mooney 205 Juliet with you, we're in a descent, about a 9.2, we have the field in sight.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Bozeman Tower on our left downwind for runway 12 and report midfield.
Left down for 12 and report midfield, 05 Juliet. 05 Juliet is midfield for runway 12.
November 205 Juliet, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, clear to land.
Clear to land.
12, clear to land,
Yes,
and then 2280.
mixture prop. Okay.
Short final runway 12.
Nice and calm.
Runway's 4,000 feet up. Be a little less cushion. Do you feel any little less cushion?
I can't say that it was terribly noticeable.
There's Yellowstone.
Mooney 205 Juliet, where are you parking?
Yellowstone Jet Center.
Mooney 205 Juliet, roger, turn right Alpha 3 and contact ground point 8.
Alpha 3.8, thank you. Well, it's pretty, isn't it? Pretty a valley.
It is.
How about that? All the way from Rapid City.
Got 37 gallons in it right now. It agrees to my wing tanks.
Good.
Theoretically, we could keep that.
Good.
If you wanted.
Ground check card 655.
Looks like we got plenty of room to take off and climb around here, though.
Oh, plenty.
Boy, look at the mountains. Show flight timers page.
Beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Time to add a little bit of oil. I think I'm burning a quart about every, what do I have, 4, 7, like, I got about 7.5 hours on the last quart. So it's kind of the burn rate right now.
Ground, Mooney 205 Juliet with the information. We're a flight following VFR flight to Yakima, Washington.
And that was Mooney 205 Juliet?
205 Juliet, yes ma'am.
Mooney 205 Juliet, roger, were you ready to taxi?
Ready to taxi.
Mooney 205 Juliet, runway 12 taxi via Alpha.
Okay.
Okay, give me that runway again.
12.
Mooney 205 Juliet, runway 12 via Alpha.
12 via Alpha, thank you.
Visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 13, dew point 8, altimeter 3000. Visual approach to news, landing and departing runway 12. NOTAMs, runway 1129, turf runway is closed. Hazardous weather information for this area available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact. You have November.
This will be the last of the Rockies.
Until we go back through them.
Yep. It's a long runway, man.
That's good. For 4,480 foot elevation, right?
Right.
Climbing to 8.5.
Oh, initially, Dan, yeah. $4,500 feet.
Yep. See how you can tell? That says that.
Where's the temperature? Funny, it got, okay.
Density altitude's 5,250.
Oh.
You want temp?
No, that's good enough. I like it. That's what's going after the density.
Okay.
So you're taking off, son, exactly a mile up. A mile above the Coatesville Airport.
I think these airports out here usually have 1,000-foot markers. You can see where I rotate.
I'll check it.
Close to ground, Cessna 2218 Bravo.
Try and rotate right at
ready to taxi.
62.
And,
Give the front-looking camera something nice to look at.
966 from Yellowstone, taxi 8 is November.
That's about 100 right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Command T901 Papa, Bozeman Tower, contact ground 121.8.
You ready for me to call tower?
Yep.
Bozeman Tower, Mooney 205 Juliet, ready for departure.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Bozeman Tower, right turn to the west is approved, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Clear to take off, and do you have a flight following squawk for us?
Mooney 205 Juliet, once you exit the Class Delta airspace, you can contact Big Sky 118.907 and they'll give you a flight following squawk.
118.907, thank you.
Okay, so there's an 8 right there.
That's 8. That would be from 9, so it's 8,000 feet.
There's pump, flaps, trim set.
To verify, that was Husky 319er Alpha Mike.
Oh, there's 1,000.
Husky 319er Alpha Mike, roger, hold short, runway 3.
Hold it short 39 Alpha Mike.
There's 2,000.
Roughly 2,000 feet.
Yeah.
We'll see how that compares to the tables.
When do you put your flaps up normally? I'm just asking.
I usually put them up after my gear's up.
Okay. No set airspeed?
Nope.
Husky 319 Alpha Mike on course to the northeast is approved. Runway 3, clear for takeoff.
You're doing a right turn.
They told me to do a right turn.
3 northeast, 9 Alpha Mike.
Boy, I just love flying out here. I really like it. Those pictures are excellent, you know that? Like they got a filter on them or something. Looks better than my sunglasses. Or my
I like getting the wing shots in there.
Yeah, the sunglasses are making it a lot duller. But I've got, those pictures look a lot better than what I'm seeing. Well, that lake provides a lot of water. There's a lot of irrigation going on to make this valley work.
See the lake coming up?
Yeah, that's got a Canyon Ferry Lake, it's called. Never seen none of this work as well as I'm seeing. You know, in a jet, you just land.
You're over it all.
Yeah, this is really cool. Well, that's a pretty lake.
Yeah.
Condition code 555 at 1024 Zulu. Braking action advisories in effect. Mooney 205 Juliet, Helena ground, or Helena approach.
Fox Romeo 65 east of Missoula.
Skyline 1 Foxtrot Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center 133.4. Have a good day.
Roger. Where's the wind coming from?
200 at 28.
You'll get a kick off of this, so I would fly the center of this valley, regardless of what you've got here on your navigation thing. Just move over to the center. And then we get closer to Helena, go direct. That way we'll go over to VOR.
I think I'm going to keep the cameras rolling for this flight since it's probably the most interesting of the flights. Go ahead and put my battery on then.
Well, that's Helena. Get to see Helena. Never saw that before. 05 Juliet over to VOR.
Mooney 05 Juliet, report 20 miles west of Helena.
We'll report 20 miles west.
Mooney 05 Juliet, report reaching 10,500.
We'll report. Yeah, you're quickly going to be over 6,000 foot elevations here. Actually, 8 miles, 6,000. Isn't that amazing? Fair weather cumulus that high. That frustrated me in my Cub. Leaving, leaving late like we did. Everything changes. It goes from one beauty to another. One beauty to another. Oh yeah, Dan, I mean, you're gonna have a lifetime of pictures.
It must be hitting some updrafts and stuff, because this VSI is just going up to 700 foot per minute.
Yeah, but you see you're flying this ridge over here. That's what a sailplane would do. They'd stay away from that sucker, but you'd fly the updraft on this ridge, and you have a ridge right underneath you. This is the one that I told you that went almost to 7,000. See, it's right here. And I was flying sailplanes with Lanier. And Lanier I met down at the Cape, and he took me up in a sailplane. I flew a ridge like that at 110 knots in a sailplane. I actually flew it.
Approach, coast 4007. Hello,
so you're picking up this updraft on this side, eliminating the downdraft on that side. I don't know whether we're flying that valley or the next one.
I think we're doing the next one.
Yeah, that's right.
You can look at the terrain here, you can see.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's really good there.
Okay, we hit 10.5, let them know.
Okay. And 05 Juliet just leveled 10,500.
Mooney 05 Juliet, roger. Still report 20 miles west of Helena.
Oh, roger, we're about 17 now, we'll call 20. Never flew this route to Missoula either. Again, I kind of like it. Because of the road, you should be intercepting Route 90. Four days of flying across the country.
Thickest plane. You could do it definitely in 3.
Yeah, you could.
I see the roadway right there.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna ride to Missoula. Okay, Helena, Mooney 205 Juliet, we're 30 miles west of your airport.
Mooney 05 Juliet, roger. For flight following, you can try Salt Lake Center on 133.4, and if they're having trouble hearing you or you're not getting them, once you're about 40 miles east of Missoula, contact Spokane approach 124.9er. Have a good day.
Okay, and what's that position again for 124.9?
Mooney 05 Juliet, it's approximately 40 miles east of Missoula.
40 miles east of Missoula, got it, thank you. 40 miles east of Missoula, wow, that's a reach. That's amazing. This valley's nice and wide, Dan. I like this.
Burning 9 gallons an hour.
Spokane approach, Mooney 205 Juliet, do you read?
Mooney 205 Juliet, Spokane approach, loud and clear, first time.
Okay, very good. We're showing 49 miles east-southeast of Missoula, 10-5. VFR requesting flight following.
Do you remember?
B9.
Like if you wanted to find your distance from Helena right now.
That was 4632. Follow the
told you could do that?
They're showing 210 knots over the ground. Cleared visual approach runway 30.
Visual 30, westbound now, Skywest 4632.
Say you were asked your distance from Helena.
That was 4632.
How would you get it?
Traffic 1 o'clock, 9 miles westbound.
Using this.
5,700 VFR, talking to Missoula Tech.
Direct to.
Outlook Skyline well, Skywest 4632.
And the Mooney, sorry, I had to get back to you a little earlier. What was your call sign and destination again? I don't see a target southeast of Missoula.
That was us.
205 Juliet is 10,500 feet, and we're showing now 45 miles east-southeast of Missoula.
Looks like we're going to cross up this stuff.
Yeah, but it's not high.
Yeah. We're above it, or it would be shaded here.
Yeah, you were talking 7,300 feet, but stay in the valley. Look.
Yep.
See that valley up there?
Yep.
What is that? Is that Missoula?
Yep.
Gotta stay right there, I guess.
Mooney 05 Juliet, never observed that code change. Reports 30 miles from Missoula, and I'll see if I'm able to get you on radar. Can you verify if you have a reply light on your transponder?
Yes, we did. We did have a reply light, and we'll call 30 miles east of Missoula.
Mooney 05 Juliet, thanks. Missoula altimeter 29903.
29903, we're getting consecutive reply lights.
Mooney 05 Juliet, right.
Look, I even got to see the terrain on this thing.
Spokane Departure, Skyline 955 Mike Sierra with you at
the valley there, don't you?
Yep, I've aimed for it now.
Skyline 955 Mike Sierra, Spokane Departure radar.
They're lower though, Dan. They're lower. What's your wind vector now?
210 at 28.
But you're going to be higher over this stuff.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing that's even within 1,000 feet. There's nothing showing up yellow. Nothing.
You're proceeding direct to Missoula, correct?
Correct. I am, but I'm deviating a little bit now.
Okay, based on the topography, right?
Yep.
Good deal.
I'm gonna follow this little river valley here, as opposed to that straight line.
Yeah, I see.
So that's pretty. With that whole vista there, look at that, it's just breathtaking. Mountains and mountains and taller mountains behind.
Yep.
From Missoula, I just left Missoula's Class Delta airspace. I was wondering if you want to do flight following for me over to view, please.
Cheers, 2 Papa Tango.
You're in the middle of the Rockies here, son.
4312.
4312, 2 Papa Tango.
And we'll be till you see Spokane. Yep. Middle of this stuff. Never crossed over this. You're doing route I never did.
I remember this being a beautiful area when I drove through it. It's a large valley, see it? It's the Clark Ford.
Yep, that's the one that we took, Owen and I.
We can stay in that valley instead of going to that end. Right, see that valley?
We'll go up there to St. Thomas. That's the Clark Fork River. That's it right there. It's to that airport. Well, we're going to have to go below. That's a 7,500 foot run. You can stay 7,500 feet in that run, which would be good for you. If these clouds are going to... I don't like the clouds.
All right, let them know. I'm going to go this valley, and then we'll let them know where...
I don't think that... I think you're blocked off on... Wait a minute. Straight ahead. That course is straight. You got to get below that big cloud.
Yeah, I'm just going to deviate to the right here.
Go ahead.
And descend.
And the speed will be speed brakes.
Skyline 5 Mike Sierra, contact Salt Lake Center 133.4. Have a good flight.
33.4, thank you.
Throttle back. I want you to head up that valley. And 6.5. When you're squared away, I'll give you time to get it in your GTM 750. I love those spoilers. I like this airplane, man. Oh, Jesus, it's a great airplane.
So we're changing our route?
Yep. This is the route. I could give it to you manually if you want. I'll do it. You can keep flying.
Or you can...
I like doing it. I like doing it manually.
Okay. Or I could connect you real quick and you can...
Captain Spokane approaching out of 574, 19.5 for 1.
Well, I got some flat longs that probably won't read.
What is that? Oh, it's rain.
Approach. Good afternoon. Would you be able to help me out to relay a message to a pilot I lost comms with?
Mine S4.
Yeah, sure.
United 574. The aircraft is Cirrus 652 Papa
Tango. May I put it in, son?
Go ahead,
could you just see if they're on frequency and get a response?
Okay, that's 652 Papa Tango.
Affirmative.
I'll have to manually go. I mean, I guess we just manually go down that river valley. Is that what we're doing?
Where do you see a river valley? You're going to go down the valley here. That valley there. See the valley, right?
Yep.
Owen and I flew this all the way at 7.5.
Alert. Terrain ahead.
And you want to know something? Fly at 7.5. You do what you can as a pilot to be safe.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to put me in the clouds, though.
No, I don't think it would.
I can also fly this a lot faster. I'm just really slowed down here in case we get banged around a bit.
What's your wind angle, effective?
230 at 17.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Any water down there or not?
Nope.
Warning. Terrain ahead.
The mountain up ahead is 6,000, it's 7,000 feet. 7,000 feet.
There's our terrain.
Yeah, this is 7,000 feet.
I'll just keep going up here, get as high as I can and stay there.
Sure. That's a good plan, and as soon as you get over S34, this thing's going to be real easy.
This is cool. Look at that. You can kind of see the...
There you go. You're seeing terrain like I've seen terrain like I've never seen in my life.
Where do we want to cross this? Over on that, into that valley?
I'd go right now over that little hump. That's what I was saying. At a 45, full power.
Full power.
Full 4 p.m. Okay, that town over there, that valley down there is where you're going to wind up. But just get over this sucker. I'm going to introduce you to the Clark Fork River.
I see it right there.
On your nose. Right here on your nose too. You're going to go follow that sucker. Okay, are you over the peak yet? Yeah, I would keep it high, stay out of the downdraft, and basically fly the low terrain.
Am I flying that valley here?
That's the valley you're going to fly, and where's the wind vector?
Mooney 05 Juliet, contact Salt Lake Center 133.4. Have a good flight.
133.4, thank you, so.
Let me get a stabilized.
Missoula Airport information, X-ray current, altimeter.
That's 4840, Salt Lake Center.
Now you're on the course where Owen and I were. That's a piece of cake, see, as soon as you get out of these mountains here.
Number 2 Bravo Bravo, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000, 82 Bravo Bravo.
Alright, I'm going to stay here.
85 looks good. You should get some turbulence off of that draft. 25 knots. But it's only 6,000 up. You have the cameras on?
I do.
That was a good ridge crossing.
1684, go ahead.
Aren't these mountains something?
Seattle,
they are.
Salt Lake 82 Bravo Bravo. Like the visual, we've got the turn towards Joe Lake.
1684, clear direct Golf, Foxtrot Kilo.
That's where we would have been on Route 90 and in those clouds. We couldn't have done it.
Do you want to call them now?
Yeah.
We're at level
8.5.
No, we're at 8,240. I don't want to go up higher than that.
What's our position? Give me a position reference to
16.3.
Compass.
So we're east of Thompson Falls, 16.3 nautical.
Okay. Salt Lake, Mooney 205 Juliet.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Salt Lake Center, roger. At Missoula, altimeter 29903.
It's a nice shot.
Clouds are getting lower, son.
Okay, it's looking like we'll break out here fairly shortly. We'll catch you in the radio.
Looks like I need to come down more.
Yep, that's a good decision.
Warning, terrain ahead.
I gotta turn that off. Alright, it's off. These instruments will yell at you if you really are if it's an issue. I think ForeFlight starts yakking too fast.
Yeah. I like ForeFlight on traffic.
Yeah, I keep it up on traffic. It alerts quicker than this, which I don't mind.
It's really good.
I'm flying in mountains. I don't need it to keep telling me that there's terrain.
Yeah, Sun Country 8024.
Now these mountains ahead are really run below 5,000.
Yes, sir. Can we get direct
5,000, 4,000.
For us to join that?
And then you exit a couple of tall ones and go back up to 6.
Mile direct for Sun Country 8024.
Before you get to the lake. I had data points for you along this water, but I couldn't give it to you because you wouldn't recognize it. Let's see what the weather is. Sand Point is reporting. Sand Point is just as we exit, scattered 3,600, scattered 4,600, overcast 5,000. So at your exit point, you're going to be hitting overcast 5,000 feet. No big deal though. You're in this soft valley now. Your winds are probably down if you look at the vector. Maybe, I don't know.
That's 23028.
Okay. Well, nothing, you know, you're golden. You're not doing any transitioning any edge. But you'll probably wind up around 4,500 as you exit. Coeur d'Alene is overcast at 5. Spokane is broken at 4,700. Moses Lake broken at 5.5. Looks like we got solid. Looks like we got a pretty solid overcast.
Are the taps calling for that to remain at 5? They're not calling to come lower or anything, right?
Taps are calling for better. Scattered at 7. Scattered at 6. Broken at 10.
All right.
They're calling broken at 6.
I'm at 6.5 here.
Once we get out.
Just keep coming down and go down this valley?
Yep, that's right. It's VFR. Got a lot of VFR airports off your left shoulder here. Go ahead.
Pretty. Oh, what a shot.
2219, just forward, clear on course.
Look at that shot.
All right. I love that one dead ahead.
Yeah, all right. Take that one. I got to get my prop hider back out.
A lot of beautiful.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Beautiful. Weather saying it'll be broken at 4,000 as you come out of the mountain.
Okay.
I love this.
What's the valley elevation?
Valley elevation, you're looking at 2,300.
Okay.
feet. As you come right out of it, you'll be a big lake. 400 foot deep. It's a shot. Isn't this neat?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Come on, man. This is a lifetime trip. Absolutely. I'm having more fun. Well, I really like this run down this Clark Fork. When Linda and I did it, there was nothing but fire, smoke, and fires. This thing was, you couldn't see the mountains. This run, I could see the mountains. See the body of water in the distance?
Yep.
That's the exit. Big lake. Look at this terrain. Look at that. I love that too.
There, got it.
There's a wind vector 20 knots still.
230, 22 knots. 220, 22 knots. It's pretty.
Oh yeah. So this is where the Rockies end, right here. Right in that valley there. I mean, right in that body of water.
Look at that, we're underneath the mountains.
Yeah. That's the last of the Rocky Mountains right there. Probably hold this altitude. 5,500 wrong way. What?
Give me it. There we go.
You can hold 5,500.
What, you talking about altitude?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on. I mean,
wrong way.
I don't. Yeah.
I said you can hold it. Now you can be topping those clouds easy.
Yeah.
We'll see if they go scattered or something, because they're calling a lot of overcast. If you don't want to run, actually we can.
I don't know if I have the power to make that climb before I hit those clouds.
Yeah, I don't either. It looks like, I think you could, but not that one, the head. That one down there.
2845, right?
They're all going to get lower. So you could do a VFR climb whenever you're ready. And
I'd rather look at the scenery, not the bottoms of the tops of clouds.
True. Let me see if it goes scattered. Spokane. No, it's broken at 5 and broken at 10 at Spokane. Moses Lake, broken at 5,500. Come on. Yakima scattered at 6,500, son.
Okay.
Remember when you created an intersection, stay away from Spokane International?
Yeah.
So when you come out of here, do a hard left to Coeur d'Alene. You want to put that?
1862
put that
for
in for
60
you?
Echo, good day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get over this lake, I'm hoping it'll be smoother.
Oh man, beautiful picture. If I can just get it.
Okay, you're going to be turning left down this lake.
Okay.
Keep on this heading, son.
Okay.
I want you to go over, see where it's the lowest?
Uh-huh.
I want you to go right over that.
Okay. This right here?
205 Juliet, Field Center, if you can hear, walk right in.
We hear you 5 square, 205 Juliet.
205 Juliet, roger, got your radar contact again about 10 miles to the southeast of Sandpoint Airport. And Sandpoint altimeter for you is going to be 2996.
2996, roger, thank you. And we'll be navigating direct to Coeur d'Alene, and then we may go above the clouds here. We get broken layers. We'll let you know.
205 Juliet, roger, and showing you right now just about, actually get an exact route for you. You're currently just 30 miles to the northeast of Coeur d'Alene Airport.
Roger, we're maintaining 5,500. It's wrong way altitude due to meteorological conditions.
205 Juliet, yeah, find any VFR altitudes, they're fine with me.
Roger. you look at this, I don't know what you're doing. So here you are crossing over this ridge here. You turn left and go down the road and the railroad track. That's Coeur d'Alene and you'll miss Seattle. That's where Owen and I landed. If you want to take a break, we can land there. If not, we'll continue to Yakima. Based on the clouds, which are going to get better, but you're basically looking at what you're going to have. You'll have no mountains once we get over Coeur d'Alene. But that windbreaker's right on your nose now.
I can speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
And number 205, Juliet, are you just overflying Coeur d'Alene or are you planning on landing there?
Negative.
Nah, just keep going.
Negative, we're going to keep going and our destination is Yakima. It'll be Coeur d'Alene, Yakima direct.
And Mooney 205, Juliet, roger.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Chinook approach, roger. Yakima altimeter 2990, landing runway 22. Wind 19016, gust 24, weather's VFR.
Thank you for the weather, 05 Juliet.
Say time to descend.
Unavailable.
It's not even set yet. They're 1,000 foot, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm at 4.5, 3,500. 500 foot per minute. 6-7 minutes.
I think definitely. I don't think the hills are there on the way.
So it's not this green area, it's the plateau?
Oh, way in the distance here.
Okay.
3 ridges out.
Alright, well.
It could be the second ridge. It could be the second valley.
That's gotta be. We're only 8 nautical away from the airport.
Okay, then it's the second valley.
To destination ground. Yakima Tower, Mooney 205 Juliet is on final 22.
Mooney 205 Juliet, runway 22, wind 190 at 11, gust 22, clear to land.
Clear to land, 05 Juliet. Yes, undercarriage.
2 mile final runway 22.
Yakima wind 180 at 14, gust 22.
Show flight timers page.
May have to tie it down.
Crack this, I'm a little warm.
A little warm?
Yeah, there we go.
Now, what's the tower? Oh, you want me to get my...
2 nearest tower.
Okay, good. I love that push-to-talk switch. It's so good. But yeah, I don't have one over here, you know?
Approaching runway 0422. Entered runway 22, 2,900 feet remaining.
Ready.
Yakima Tower 05 Juliet ready for departure 27.
Mooney 205 Juliet, Yakima Tower, runway 27. Wind 020 with 3, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff 05 Juliet.
Skyhawk 618, Mooney departing runway 27 ahead of you. Runway 27, wind 010 with 3, cleared for the option.
Approaching runway 27. Entered runway 2.
Runway 27, clear for the option. We'll watch out for the other guy. 618.
Yeah, I see the Skyhawk on downwind.
What's that?
Skyhawk's on downwind there.
Yakima altimeter 3006. Mooney 205 Juliet, contact Chinook departure on 123.8. Good day.
123.8, so long. 05 Juliet. November 205 Juliet and a left turn off of Yakima runway 27, climbing to 8.5.
Mooney 205 Juliet, next departure, radar contact, say altitude climbing to?
Yeah, we're out of 2,200 and we're climbing to 8.5.
Mooney 05 Juliet, roger.
Just gonna do 360.
Want to see the area.
And I'm getting a little closer to those mountains. I want to get some more altitude. As I climb in here, I'm getting actually a better climb performance.
This is cool
when I get to the cool air. Yeah.
What's the?
What's that mountain at first?
Rainier.
That one's Rainier.
Rainier. That would be Adams. Yeah. That little peak ahead is 7,960. The little one you're looking at. Your course will be to the left of that.
I don't know what level these clouds are.
Yeah, you're above those suckers, I think.
The contours here, where there's some green in there.
Yeah. That's it. That would be your option. If you want, you could.
I'm gonna make.
If you want, you can do
a right turn,
30-degree turn and head for that.
That's what I was planning on doing here.
Head for that W, where that W is.
Yep. That would be called west.
Is that what that is? I can see the valley over here. We're actually one ridge over from the valley.
Under the clouds.
You know, not again, huh? There's the water in the valley. See that valley over there?
Yeah.
Heading for Route 12 is what you're doing.
Check back over into the valley.
Take a good.
That looked a bit tall right there. I mean, I'm over it, but.
You're pointing to the dead lowest part of the valley. That's Flight 5S. Already there.
Flight 718, contact Seattle Center 135.45. 35.45, Seattle 718.
Looks like there's some forest fires down there. We're gonna have to descend slightly. Go around the side of it.
This is beautiful stuff. I mean, good golly. Head for the low ground. That's the last ridge I think you're going to see, and you're above the clouds already. Oh man, this is good.
Oh, look at that. You can see it right there.
When we go home, we're going to follow that road.
Yep.
There's the accident. This road here.
Okay.
The road that you're on now. We didn't think it'd be any big deal, but it is.
Yeah, this is pretty
worse than the Clark Fork, a long shot. So let's follow the road going home.
November 340 Alpha Lima, roger. Maintain VFR and VFR descents approved at your discretion.
What's that? Got that shot?
Huh?
Beautiful. I'm plotting the course home.
Isn't that cool though? I mean,
yeah, it is.
Especially if you were IFR in the clouds, to be able to see that.
I don't want to be IFR in the clouds. And one motor looking at that.
I think we're going to wind up having to
dump it with the spoilers.
We might have to climb here.
No, clouds always look higher.
Look a little higher. Yeah.
When they're way out there, they look higher when they come up. Because the Earth curves. The clouds curve away from you. You never know that you get up there sometime. I got a good route home. Oh, Route 12.
It's pretty area. Mountains over here. Water.
Yeah.
First up, Astoria.
So what, Lewis and Clark made it all the way out to here?
They stayed there from Christmas 1806 to March 26th of 1806. It rained every day except 6 days during that period.
Huh.
They were so glad to get going home. All the way back. Started.
It's beautiful.
Started from Independence, Missouri. No, that was the Oregon Trail. Started from Kansas City. I told them we were going to go see Fort Clatsop. But really what you want to do is go to the ocean first.
32, I'm sorry.
What was your fuel burn so far?
What's that?
What was your fuel burn so far?
I still got 52, 53. 53 gallons.
I need to go home, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
Pretty. They got a lot of breakers, breaking more than one place.
All right, we've officially made it to the Pacific Ocean. Congratulations.
Way to go, Dan. We're a team. You sure that's on camera now?
Yeah, unless the thing screws up and doesn't save it, it's on.
You want a picture of it too?
Yeah.
Like my
Your plane.
My plane.
Your level 1000. I don't know, maybe we'll have to go down to that airport.
Well, let's talk about time.
Yeah. All right, we got some shots of it. I don't see any way in, do you?
I wasn't looking.
Oh, you know what? Keep going down to there. I want to see that. That looks cool.
They'll tell us, son. There's a beach here.
Yeah, I see cars on it here.
Yeah, there's a beach here. So you want to do that?
Yeah, I just want to see what this is. Let's look at this. It's pretty.
What?
Where the sand cuts in there.
Okay.
Just pull out just slight to the right. I can see this. Nice.
Okay.
All right, let's go around that mountain now. I'm just kidding with you. Go ahead.
Go.
We got a little bit of mountainous terrain here.
All right, which way you want me to turn? You turn it, your plane.
All right, hold this, or hold this. Pretty.
Want to get those shots?
Yep.
Want me to get a little bit over the land?
Yeah, you have controls.
All right, I got it. Get over and I'll parallel the thing.
Pretty.
Airplane, your radio. Nobody's talking on 122E.
Astoria traffic, Mooney 205 Juliet's on a 4-mile base for 32, Astoria. See that bird?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't see me either. Astoria traffic, Mooney's left base, 32, Astoria. Astoria traffic, Mooney is final, 32, Astoria. Yes, undercarriage.
Wind showing a little left crosswind on a sock.
Yeah. Show flight timers page. Hour 28.